Hello students, welcome to the series of learning theories again. And today we are going to talk about experiential learning theory given by Carl Roger. Carl Roger was a humanist psychologist. So, before starting his theory, we will talk about what is humanist psychology. Humanist psychology is a school of psychology which gives more value to the human beings by not considering him merely as a sophisticated machine or a victim of the conflict between the ego and the id. It considered him as a purposeful being who is capable of adapting himself to his environment and choosing his own course of action in order to achieve the goals which he has selected for himself. Carl Roger was an American psychologist. He has his views in psychotherapy and humanistic approach as we discussed earlier. His experiential learning theory was primarily employed to explain the learning mechanism of adult learners and then was applied to adolescent and as well as the school going learners. In his search for the basic nature of learning, Roger tries to distinguish two types of learning. One is cognitive and the other one is experimental or experiential learning. He said that cognitive learning is meaningless in itself unless it is subjected to some use. Cognitive learning is knowledge based and it can include learning of vocabulary, multiplication table, mathematical formula, historical events, etc. On the other hand, according to Roger, the experiential learning is quite vital to one's progress and welfare. It is associated with the application of the acquired knowledge, such as learning about engines in order to repair a car. Now, Roger also defined some qualities of the experiential learning. He said that experiential learning is characterized by personal involvement of the learner. He also said that experiential learning is self-initiated. The learner willingly takes initiative to engage in such type of learning. The other important quality or characteristic of experiential learning is self-evaluation. The learner is interested in evaluating the results and outcomes of such learning by applying it to the realization of the learning objective. For example, he wants to test his knowledge of repairing an electrical gadget by actually doing the repair. It also leaves a pervasive effect on learner. Whatever is learned through this method can be made into use when and where he needs. Then he defined the experiential learning cycle in three steps. That first is plan, second is doing, and the third one is reviewing. It means in the first step we decide what we want to learn and how we are going to learn it. In second step we just have to do it, no questions we need it. Now, and after doing it, the last step is reviewing it. It means why are these happened, how come this happened, and what were the results and all, and then again we can plan and do and review. Now, what are the classroom implications of the learning theory? Carl Rogers said that primary responsibility of a teacher lies well in his sincerity as a facilitator, a helper, or a guide in the ongoing teaching learning process. He is not there to provide only mere information or demonstrate his skills. In fact, he has to give proper guidance and help their students to learning something new. He also said that learner should be involved properly in the whole learning wheel, and he said that If the learning is linked with the motives, goals, and ideals of the learner, then it can take place more easily. And he also said that learning environment should be fun. It should help the learner to retain the lesson for a longer period.